Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, interesting and a grueling, 6 days right here, the Eve, TJIF, thank Jah, Rastafari, it's the Shabbat Eve. Shabbat Eve here, family, hope to eye them well, and in good health and the breath of life and one's family. And if not well, then hopefully, sabbatically speaking, one can get better. Here. About to ready to begin right here. Last week, of course, was not working properly, so forth and so on, but that's the past. We're looking forward. Forward for what? Forward for the...
Shabbat Shalom. A song for days already inside your home. Sunday Salam. Shabbat Shalom. Sunday Salam. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom,
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
And we love how Sister Charmaine put it in her adaptation, the classic tune, and just a local right here, Hold the Rest. That fresh rhythm, remember that old fresh rhythm, 1987, but here for the sabbatically speaking, Hold the Rest.
New York Massive, are you ready? I want to hear it say yes, I want to hear it say yes. Uptown Massive, are you ready? I want to hear it say yes, I want to hear it say yes. Now, Jamaica Massive, are you ready? I want to hear it say yes, I want to hear it say yes. All who have beat from last night, run go all rest, go all rest, go all rest. All who have beat from last night, run go all rest, go all rest, go all. Because you come in this morning and you know all rest. Evening come and you know all. You have to take a rest, you have to take a rest. You don't want to come rest, you don't want to come rest. Go all rest, you don't want to come rest. Come from work so tired and me can't get up. Sleep last night and me can't get up. Come from dance late and me can't get up. Want to sleep but through the night me can't hold up. New York Massive, are you ready? I want to hear you say yes, I want to hear you say yes. Fresh Massive, are you ready? I want to hear you say yes, I want to hear you say yes.
Here. Exodus chapter 20, focus verse 8, to remember Zakor, Yom HaShabbat, yes?
Zakor et Yom HaShabbat, Likadisho. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, to keep it set apart. Zakor et Yom HaShabbat, Likadisho. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it set apart, to keep it holy. Zakor et Yom HaShabbat, Likadisho.
Zakor et Yom HaShabbat. Zakoret Yom HaShabbat. To remember, Zakor. Now, here for this Friday, day after, with Marcus Messiah Garvey and Dagmawi Minulix Earthstrong, right here. The Friday evening, got the 48th sabbatical study here in this Shabua. Here we're in these Sabbaths of comfort, these Shabuas of comfort, leading up to the Yom Teruah, the day of the blast, of the blowing of the ram's horn, of trumpets, as we're coming forward to a new lunar solar cycle and season, a.k.a. the new year here in the season, the reason for the season right here. So we're going to pick up with that, but right here, just to awaken the soul, This is also a time of Cheshbon HaNefesh, a soul-searching season. It's interesting how the seasons and the holy seasons and also the cycles and the changes, how they go together. But right here, just the show.
Jah Rastafari.
Rastafari. Rastafari. Rastafari.
Yay, 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 yay.
And here, according to royal order, here's what's said on the Sabbath Eve, aka this. They call it Friday in the world, but this is Sabbath Eve.
باسم آب وولد ومنفس القدوس أحد أملاك ذا قداميت يا قداميت بسن بد كن مسكال أبرا سماين بكواكبت شلمه كهولم يلك ፀሐይን አሳየ መስቀል አበራ ሰማይን በከዋክብት ሸለመ. On the Sabbath Eve, the cross shined and had the heavens embroidered with stars. Of all the sun is seen, the cross shined and had the heavens embroidered with stars.
Heavens declaring the glory, the glory. The heavens declare the glory, the glory.
Let the words of thy mouth and the meditation of thy heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Most High Selassie, Jah Rastafari. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where thy voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. Rastafari. Rastafari is the bright and morning star. In them there's a tabernacle set for the sun, which has a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit upon the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. Lightning. Everyone should know. Everyone should know. Converting the soul. The testimony of the Most High is true, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Most High are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Most High is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Most High is clear, enduring forever. The judgments of the Most High are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, more than much fine gold. Sweeter also than the honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse thou me from secret faults. Keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over I. Then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression. Selah, Selassie. Everyone should know. Everyone should know. Rock it. Oh, Rastafari. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Most High, I strength and I redeemer. Selah, Selassie. Aya Ingi. Arise, bright and morning star. Glory to word, glory to sound, glory to the power of the Most High, Imperial Majesty, Emperor, Celestia, Empress, Menonai. I.
Everyone, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. We have today's daily psalm, Psalm 70. Like to pick out with Fad, go through a reason, and here for the sabbatical eve. Interesting, it's Le Hazkir in the Hebrew, to cause, to remember, to bring to remembrance, to make memorial. Yeah, here's how it's translated in English: to bring to remembrance, to make memorial. Le Hazkir in the Hebrew, Le Hazkir. From the root Zakar, it's like with the Sabbath command in Exodus. Zakor et Yom HaShabbat. Zakoreta Yom HaShabbat, to Zakor, to remember. So we have Le Hazkir here in the 70th Psalm right here, corresponding to this Shabbat Shoftim, Sabbath Judges, Senbet Farajot, Eve right here. So stay tuned. Here on the Sabbath Day by Benjamite right here. Instrumental by Rico Dubwise.
Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew.
Shabbat, 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 yes it is a Shabbat day. Shabbat day. Shabbat, Shabbat, holy Shabbat, yes it is the holy day. Shabbat, 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 yes it is the Shabbat day. Shabbat day. Shabbat, Shabbat, holy Shabbat, yes it is the holy day. Work all week and now it's time to rest. Cook up the food and everything blessed. Lay back and pull the scriptures out. Family reading what it's all about. Giving full attention to the Most High of creation. He hallowed it and made it a holy day. Separation. To be one with the Most High and feel His essence. Destructions of the world have to be absent. We have to remember the fourth commandment until thy kingdom come. Shabbat, 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 yes it is a Shabbat day. Shabbat day. Shabbat, Shabbat, holy Shabbat, yes it is the holy day. Shabbat, 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 yes it is the Shabbat day. Shabbat day. Shabbat, Shabbat, holy Shabbat, yes it is the holy day. Holy day.
servitude, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's what the Father said we're supposed to do. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by the words that proceeded by him that sits up on the highest throne. From the heaven to the earth, angel and man abstain from work, just as it was from in the first. Why should I divert? Even love forsake vacation, traveling and spending time one-on-one. It's a way of strengthening their union. We should do the same thing with the Almighty One. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat. Yes, it is a Shabbat day. Shabbat day. Shabbat, Shabbat, Holy Shabbat. Yes, it is the holy day. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat. Yes, it is the Shabbat day. Shabbat day. Shabbat, Shabbat, Holy Shabbat. Yes, it is the holy day.
Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
Thank Jah, Rastafari.
Rastafari. Rastafari. Rastafari.
Yay, yay, yay.
Yes. Here, Sabbath Eve, Friday evening. So let's begin off right here on this sabbatical gather on the air and in the Irish of TJIF. Let's begin off here with some words and reasonings on today's daily Psalm, Psalm 17, the Hebrew Lehazikir, to make a memorial, to bring to remembrance. But what does this Zakor, in the sense of Exodus 20:8, to Zakor et Yom HaShabbat, to remember the Sabbath day and keep it set apart. Lehazikir, right here in today's daily Psalm, to bring to memorial, right? To bring to remembrance, to make memorial. Lehazikir, in translating it, or to lehazkir, to bring to remembrance. Yes, I. So right here from low degrees to high degrees.
Bowling again, Shalom Chavarim. Here we have today's daily psalm.
Psalm 70. Make haste, O God, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backward and put to confusion that desire my hurt. Let them be turned back for a reward of their shame, that say, Aha, aha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. And let such as love thy salvation say continually, Let God be magnified. But I am poor and needy. Make haste unto me, O God. Thou art my help and my deliverer. O Lord, make no tarrying.
The voice of the poor. The voice of the poor. Interesting. Today's daily psalm, Likul Batalua. I small but very great. Here, Likul 2-in-1 right here. On the Fredlocks, voice of the poor, dubwise. Here the English and the Hebrew. I'm going to write up into Likul reasonment on the Lehazikir, to bring to remembrance, to make memorial. What does that mean, Chaverim? How does that have to do with the offering? Just give a hint right there. But right here, the 2-in-1, today's daily song.
Psalm 70. Make haste, O God, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backward and put to confusion that desire my hurt. Let them be turned back for a reward of their shame, that say, Aha, aha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. And let such as love thy salvation say continually, Let God be magnified. But I am poor and needy. Make haste unto me, O God. Thou art my help and my deliverer. O Lord, make no tarrying, 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 tarrying,
מזמור עין למנצח לדוד להזכיר. אלוהים להצילני, אדוני לעזרתי חושה. יבושו ויחפרו מבקשי נפשי, ייסוגו אחור ויקלמו חפצי רעתי. ישובו על עקב בושתם, האומרים האח האח. יסיסו וישמחו בך כל מבקשיך, ויאמרו תמיד, יגדל אלוהים אוהבי ישועתך. ואני עני ואביון, אלוהים חושה לי, עזרי ומפלתי אתה, אדוני אל תאחר.
Boy, everything takes time.
The sea. Elect up to light of this world. Remember now, lands of King David, Ark of the Covenant, Hebrew language, and you must, little children of the world, learn the Ashanti language, learn the ancient Hebrew language, learn.
Selassie, I am master, yeah, for the enemies I can found it. This will my Hebrew.
That's italicized, that's in the KJV, it's not there in the Hebrew. Instead we have Shalom, Habarim, Shalom today. Different interpretations, Targums. Here, Mizmor Ain. Here, Mizmor Ain. Lanatziyah, Ledawi, Lehazkir, Elohim Lehatzeleini, Yahweh Le'ezrati, Yahusha, Yehoshua, Weyachiperua, Mebakeshe Nashia, Yisogua, Achora, Weyikalmua, Chafetze Ra'atia, Yashubu ala Aikev, Bashtam. Hamrim, Heach, Yasisua, we Yismechua Beka, Kola Nebak Sheka, we Yomru Tamid, Yigdal Elohim, Ohabeya Yeshuateka, Wani, Ani, we Evion Elohim, Hushali, Ezriya, Faltiya, Hata, Yahuwah, Alate Achar. Mizmor Ain, Lanatziyah, Ledawita, Lehazkir, Elohim, Lehatzeleini, Yahuwah, Le'ezrati, Chusha, Elohim, Lehatzeleini, Yahuwah, Le'ezrati, Chusha, Yehoshua, Weyachiperua, Mebakeshe Nafshi, Yisogo, Hachor, Weyikalmua, Chafetze Ra'atia, Yashubu ala Aikeva Bashtam, Hamrim, Heach, Yasisua, Weha Yismechua Beka, Kola Mebak Sheka, We Yomru Tami, Yigdal Elohim, Ohebai, Yeshuateka, Wa Ani, We'ebion, Elohim Chushali, Ezriya Falti Hata, Yahuwah Alte Achar, Yahuwah Alte Achar, Elohim Lehatzeleini, Yahuwah Le'ezrati Chusha, Yeboshua, Wiyachibarua, Mebakashe Nafshi, Yisogu, Ahora, Wiyakalmua, Chafet, Raati, Yashubu Alaik Eba Bashtam, Haomrim, Heach, Haomrim, Heach, Yasisua, where Yisamehua Beka, Kola Mebakashaka, Omru. Yomru Tamid, Yigadal Elohim, Ohave Yeshuateka, Yigadal Elohim, Ohave Yeshuateka, Wa'ani, Evion, Elohim Khushali, Ezri, Mafaltiata, Yawa Alate Achar, Wa'ani, Evion. Elohim Khushali, Wa'ani Evion, Elohim Khushali, Ezri Falti Ata, Yahweh Alate Achar, Mizmor Ain, Lamnatziyach, Lidawita Le Hazikir, Lamnatziyach, Lidawit Le Hazikir, Elohim lehatzleini, Yahweh le'ezrati chusha, Elohim lehatzleini, Yahweh le'ezrati chusha, Yevoshu v'yachiprua mebakishe nafshi, Yisogu achora v'yikalmu chafetz eira'ati. So here, today's psalm Mizmor Ain, Psalm 70, Psalm LXX. Here a cry, a call, a shout out, a cry for help. Lamnatzeyach, lid Dawid lehazkir, to make memorial, to bring to remembrance. In Psalm 38:1, this is brought out more in the studies. Psalm 38, let's go to 38:1 right here. Today's daily psalm. Psalm 70, Mizmor Ain. So in Psalm 38, we have a psalm of David to make memorial. KJV brings out the sense of to bring to remembrance. Mizmor le Dawid le Hazkir. Now the le Hazkir reasoning that's found both in Psalm 38, Mizmor Lamed Chet, in Psalm 38, Psalm XXX, VIII, in the superscription, is brought out now. There's like two main different interpretations, targums. Some say the meaning is not as the older commentators suppose. Some of the older commentators on the Psalms brought out to bring the plight of the sufferer to Ha Elohim, the true good, the true God, Hai Lahim's remembrance. The word is said to be best understood in a technical sense, the Hebraic technical sense, in connection with the meal offering, the mincha offering that HaKohen, the priest, was commanded to make, according to Vayikra, according to Orit Lewawian, Leviticus chapter 2, verse 2, the memorial part, the Azkara thereof shall smoke upon the altar. So the Azkara thereof shall smoke on the altar, according to Leviticus 2:2. So the Azkara connection with Lehazkir here in today's Psalm Mizmor Ain, Psalm 70, the superscription, the Hebrew first verse, as well as in the previous Psalm, Psalm 38, Mizmor Lamed Chet, in the Aleph verse, Hebrew Aleph verse, or the title. So the Azkara connection with Lehazkir in the Hebrew technical sense, that the term implies that the Mizmor, that the psalm, the chant, both Psalm 38 and today's Psalm 70, that the chant was chanted, the Mizmor, the Isis, was chanted while that part of the sacrificial act in the Mishkan and in the Heikal took place. That it indicates a type of temple chanting. Some say that's a Hazkir we have to bring to remembrance. In the KJV, to bring to remembrance, and looking that up, we find there's six interesting areas in Scripture, just from the English KJV, to bring to remembrance, in connection even with the Azkara and with this terminology here. But some say that the Lehazkir that we have in the Aleph verse, the first Hebrew verse, the superscription, the title, that it indicates a type of temple chanting, Heikal chanting, cantillation, that is to be concluded from the statement we find in 1 Chronicles, In 1 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 4, it reads, "And he appointed certain of Halloween, of the Levites, to minister before the ark, the Aaron of Yahweh of Jehovah, to minister, to serve, to minister before, in the presence, in front of the ark, Ha-Aaron of Yahweh, of Yahweh, and to celebrate." And the word to celebrate is the lehazkir, to celebrate, to celebrate, and to thank, and to praise Yahweh, to praise Jehovah, to praise He who be, Hakadosh, Baruch Hu, Baruch Hashem. So in 1 Chronicles, when we turn to 1 Chronicles, we have a very interesting connection here with the direction, some say the direction that is found in the title or the superscription in the Hebrew, the title superscription from the KJV to the chief musician, a psalm of David to bring to remembrance. We have this right here as the first Hebrew, the first proper verse. So the 1 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 4 is a very interesting connection and would make direct sense with the sense of to make memorial, lehazkir, to bring to remembrance, lehazkir, lemetasebia. And that was the Hebrew translation from Hebrew to English. Let's look at the KJV right here in 16:4. So 16:4, this title of 1 Chronicles, chapter 16, we have the section verse 4, but the first 3 verses is superscribed as David's festival sacrifice, his festival sacrifice. The first 3 verses leading to the 4th verse here, there's a superscription, David orders a choir. So referring to the Schofield Study Bible here for our studies, even in the Midrash, the Beit Midrash, the Beit, the house, Beit Midrash, the house of study to show ourselves approved. So here in the 4th verse it says, "And he appointed certain of the Levites, Halloween, to minister before the ark of Jehovah and to record." That's interesting. Now here we have to record. And in the marginal notes in the Schofield Study Bible says, see the titles of Psalm 38 and Psalm 70. Here's what we're seeing about. So here the KJV says to record. But the Hebrew here brings out lehazkir, same terminology to bring to remembrance, to make memorial. But in the Hebrew to English translation, lehazkir is brought out as to celebrate, to celebrate, lehazkir, and to thank and praise Yahweh, Elohei Yisrael, to praise He who be Jehovah, the true good, true God, the power of Yisrael. So let's take note of that. KJV has record, to record. Lehazkir, to celebrate. Lehazkir, to make memorial. Lehazkir, to bring to remembrance. So here to the superscription. Lehazkir, Mizmor Ein, Lamnatzeach LeDavid Lehazkir. To the overcomer, to the one who triumphs, the chief musician, Menatzeach, La Menatzeach, to the Menatzeach, chief musician, Le David of David, Lehazkir, to bring to remembrance, the Azkara, the memorial part in the Hebrew offering, the Azkara, Lehazkir, to make a Azkara, the memorial part thereof, smoke. To smoke upon the altar. First verse. Here. The Beit verse, which corresponds to the first verse in the KJV. Elohim le hatzeleini Yahweh le ezrati chusha. Oh Elohim, to deliver me. Now you see, make haste in the KJV. It has make haste. The make haste in the KJV is italicized. So it begins with Elohim, the power. Elohim, to deliver me. Elohim, to deliver me. Elohim, le hatzeleini. Hatzeleini from natzal. Natzal is like to snatch me. All powers to snatch me, to deliver me. It's like to snatch me out of the way of danger. Elohim, le hatzeleini. Yahweh, le ezrati chusha. Now today's psalm, a cry, a call for help, a shout out for help. This means more. This chant is a reproduction of Psalm XL. Hebraically, verses 14 to 18, and the KJV, verses 13 to 17. So a reproduction of Psalm 40. We have a reproduction of Psalm 40, the verses 13 to 17 in the KJV, with an occasional change of the divine name to Elohim, and a few textual alterations. The verses were apparently detached to form a separate psalm, a separate chant. So what we have here is an adaptation of the earlier Psalm 40. So here, Psalm 40 in the Hebrew, verses 14 to 18, corresponding with the KJV, verses 13 to 17, where it reads, Be pleased, O Jehovah, to deliver me. O Jehovah, make haste to help me, to help I. Make them be ashamed and abashed together that seek after my soul, to sweep her away. Make them be turned backward and brought to confusion, that delight in my hurt. Make them be appalled by reason of their shame, that say, Aha, aha, he'ach, he'ach, to me. Make all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. I make such as love thy salvation. Say continually, say itinually. Yigadal Yahweh, Yigadal Yahweh. Make Jehovah be magnified, big up. May he who be big up. But as for me, that am poor and needy, wa ani, we ebyon. Wa and ani, I, ani. Ani, I, ani. I am poor, ani, like destitute, downtrodden. With Ebion, Ebion, and Ebion. The Ebionites is the Ebionites, the early community of Mashahawian, Messiahites called the Ebionites. This is from the word needy, the Ebion. Here we have Wa'ani, Ani. Wa'ani, Ani, Aleph, Ani, the Ain. The difference in the enunciation of the different A sounds. Wa'ani, Ani, with Ebion. Adonai, Yahashab, li. Adonai will account it to me, to I. Thou, the I, art my help and my deliverer. Elohai, Haliai, alte achar, tarry not. So here, reading from the Hebrew, these verses, since there's a connection, right? There's a connection in today's Psalm 70, and the previous Psalm 40. So we went to Psalm 38 for the superscription connection. So here for the verse, the main verse connection, here the KJV, Psalm 40, Be pleased, O Jehovah, to deliver me. O Jehovah, make haste to help me. So essentially what we have is an adaptation here in today's Psalm, Mizmor Ayin, the 70th Psalm, Psalm LXX, an adaptation, reproduction, adaptation, and there's an occasional change of the divine name, the Hashem, Yahweh, Yahweh, to Elohim. And Elohim is the creator, to the creator name, Elohim, as well as the judgment, the justice and the judgment name, because the judgment is Hailahim, is Elohim, is the powers. So the change here, and a few of the textual alterations, the verses being adapted to form this separate Mizmor, even for the Heikal, the temple, the Beit Mikdash, the holy house, the temple, Kedaseh, the Kaddish. Although an individual speaks in his distress, the words here are applied to the needs of the nation, the indivisible dual, the I and the I and I sense here in today's Mizmor, today's song. So what we have here is an interesting Hebraic adaptation, the adaptation of an older psalm, truly a Davidic psalm, with today's daily psalm, a tabernacle, we could say a temple chant, part of the temple liturgy, part of the Kedaseh, part of the Kaddish, right here, even with the superscription, Le Hazikir, to celebrate, to record, to make memorial, to bring to remembrance, the memorial part, the Azkara, that Azkara, as we have in Psalm 38, the Hebrew first verse, the superscription. So this short Mizmor, chant, Isis, placed after Psalm 69 on account of the kindred nature, is the kindred nature of its contents. Compare more specifically or especially with verse 6. Verse 6, Hebraically the sixth verse, right here, would actually be the fifth verse in the KJV. But I am poor and needy, O Elohim, O power, I am poor and needy. Make haste to I, thou art my help and my deliverer. O he who be, tarry not. With Psalm 69, here, let's look at Psalm 69. Psalm 69, verse 30, I will praise the name of Elohim, praise him, Elohim, the power, with a song, and will magnify him with thanksgiving, with Todah. Todah, Isis, praise, thanksgiving, Yada, from the root sense of stretching forth the hands, thanksgiving and song, in liturgical and congregational, aggregational worship, a hymn of praise. Also we have the thank offering, the Todah, the Miskana in Amharic, but the Todah offering, the sacrifice of Todah. Also confession, coming from the Hebrew root, the Yada, the extension of the hand. That is, by implication, a vowel, usually adoration, specifically a choir of worshipers in the sense of confession, praise, Isis, thanks, sacrifice of praise, sacrifice of Isis, sacrifice of thanks, thanksgiving, and the thank offering. So there are a few deviations in this adaptation of Psalm 70 from Psalm 40. There's a repetition of Psalm 40 and 14, where it says, let them be ashamed and confounded together that seek after my soul, to destroy it, to destroy her. Make them be driven backward and put to shame that wish, or that seek, that wish, because it says here that wish, that are desirous of, they have pleasure, right? The chafat, they take pleasure, they're pleased, they're willing, right, to have evil and hurt, evil, that wish me evil, evil, but bad things are brought out as hurt, that wish I hurt. So this portion of the second half of Psalm 40 is detached, some say. We say it's adapted. This is an adaptation, an ancient Hebrew adaptation from Psalm 40, and it's converted into what they call the Elohim style, the Chaylahim style. Now, what's important is the name, attribute Elohim, referring to the Creator name, the blameless Creator, Elohim, the powers, he who be, we be the powers, he be the powers, the Elohim name, the Hebrew Trinity, the Elohim name, as well as the judgment name. We know that Elohim refers to the judgment name. So looking at today's psalm as a cry for help, right? Although an individual, each of us individually, even in chanting this psalm, speaks in that sense of the distress, the downpression, the cry for help, assistance. And his words, even the individual words of the I, apply to needs of the I and I, apply to needs of the nation. So clearly, even with the divine name change here, more Elohim, for congregational, aggregational worship, and appealing to the Creator, the irate, to the blameless Creator for judgment. Now, as we touched on concerning Lehazkir, at the presentation of the memorial part of the mincha. So another way to bring to remembrance, make memorial, Lehazkir, at the presentation of the memorial, the azkara, at the presentation of the azkara. And the azkara is the memorial portion of the mincha, as we referred to with Psalm 38, Hebraically the first verse, a psalm of David, to bring to remembrance, Yahweh, Jehovah, Yahweh, hey, rebuke I not in thy wrath, neither neither chasten, discipline I in thy hot displeasure. Rebuke I not, in other words, rebuke I, but not in wrath. Chasten and discipline I, O Yahweh, hey, but not in hot displeasure, not in thy chema. Don't go ham, don't be heated in indignation, don't chasten I in the eye hot displeasure. So it's obvious that Dawid Hamelech, that David himself, is not the author of today's Mizmor Ayin. However, right, it's adapted from David. So he's not the author of the chant here. And this form, some might call it, it's a short psalm, but it's somewhat a stunted form, since it's a zooming in on Psalm 40, verses 13 to 17 KJV, verses 14 to 18 in the Hebrew. Now, the Lid Dawid is justified. It's justified. Lamna Tziyach Lid Dawid, Lehazkir, is justified because he composed the original Mizmor, composing the original chant. So it's an adaptation that is here modified, right, and appropriated to a special liturgical, the Kaddish, the Kedase, the liturgical use, the holy use. So here, first three verses. Now, what we see here at the very beginning, is the omission, as we have in the 40th Psalm. The 40th Psalm, Hebraically at the 14th verse, KJV, the 13th verse, where it says, Ritzei, a command, be pleased, Ritzei. We have Ritzei, right? We have Ritzei right here. Let's bring this out in the KJV, 13th verse, be pleased. So the Ritzei, Ratzon, be favor, a sense of favor or being pleased, Ritzei, Yahweh, Ritzei, be pleased, O he who be who you be. Lehatzeleini. Here in today's psalm, we have Elohim, Lehatzeleini. O Elohim, O power, to deliver me. Lehatzeleini, ani, lehatzeleini, to deliver I, deliver me. So we see this difference here that what we have here before us is a fragment in today's song. Elohim, lehatzeleini. Here we have Ritzeh, Yahweh, Yahweh, lehatzeleini. He who he be, deliver me, deliver I. So we're comparing Psalm 40, more properly the Davidic, right? We have in Psalm 40 the Davidic psalm, we could say the original, and then we have here in Psalm 70 the adapted psalm, right? The adapted psalm for congregational, aggregational ISIS, right? But here are the differences, looking at the differences. So a fragment, right, came to have an independent existence here, but calling on the judgment name Elohim, lehatzeleini, like saying your honor, Elohim lehatzeleini, lehatzeleini. Now, hatzeleini in Psalm 40, Ritzeh Yahweh lehatzeleini, is under the government, lehatzeleini, deliver I, under the government of Ritzeh, be pleased, speaking to he who be, Ritzeh, be pleased. Now, in today's Psalm Mizmor Psalm LXX, Psalm 70, it belongs to Chusha. Because the second verse it says, Yahweh le'ezrati, he who be for Ezrati, for my help. Ezrati, Chusha, make haste. Chusha, we have Chusha, make haste, be quick, make haste. And the construction is without example elsewhere. So this is a very unique construction we have in Psalm 70, today's Psalm, liturgically, congregationally, for worship, for Isis speaking. Now, in Psalm 70, verse 3, as we compare this with Psalm 40, verse 15, now, remember there's the numbers, we sometimes have the numbers differences right here, 70, verse 3, right? Let's look at this right here, right? So here we have the verse, let them be ashamed, right? Let them be turned back for a reward of their shame. Let's say, aha, 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 aha. Make them be turned back by reason. Make them be turned back by reason. So in comparing, what we're doing here is comparing these two psalms. We're seeing the connection between these two psalms. Make them be turned back for a reward of their shame. That says, he'ach, 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 he'ach. And then in Psalm 40, let them be desolate for reward. Let them be desolate. Desolate. So here we have desolate, shamem, shamama, shamem, right, for a reward of their shame. That say, he'ach, he'ach. That say, aha, aha, he'ach, he'ach. Right? So we have the yachad, right, lispotah, are given up entirely. So we're looking at just some changes in the wordage, right? Some changes in the language. Here we have right here. Yashomu. Is it Yashomu? Which verse are we at right here? Just connecting these verses because sometimes the numbering, there is the numbering difference. Okay, Yoshmu. Okay, Alaikev, Bashtam, Ha-Omrim, Li, He'ach. Right? So the original, when we look at the original psalm, the Davidic psalm, we can see that there's a more full-toned and soaring. There's a fuller tone and soaring, looking over these verses here to see the connection, what it's pointing to, because the numbering sometimes, the numbering and the number differences. Noting, okay, so here we're actually at this verse here, which would be verse 15. It might be 14 in the KJV, right? Yevoshu, right? Yevoshu with Yachiparu, Yachad. Make them be ashamed and abashed together. Make them be ashamed and abashed together. So we get that idea of together, verse 14 here in the KJV. Let them be ashamed and confounded together, abashed. All right, here we have abashed together. So we have the yachad. Yachad, mibakashe nafshi, lispota, that seek after nafshi, my soul, seek after her, to sweep her away. Lispota. So yachad, together, and lispota. That seek to, here we have to destroy it, to destroy her, to sweep her away, lispota, to destroy it, to destroy her. This is given up here. So instead, Yoshmu, right, we have, okay, Yashubu, Is that Yashubu, right? Yashubu. So we're seeing just some of the changes in the wordage, that are in the two Psalms. It's an interesting study right here. Now, in the 6th Psalm, verse 11, and also of the 9th Psalm, verse 18, for the needy shall not always be forgotten, the expectation of the poor shall not perish forever, shall not perish forever. Now, all the more, some say the psalm, there's a flatness for coming after, right, Nsogu, right, Yosogu, Ahor. So we're just comparing right here, not to get into all the details, but musically is interesting. Looking at musically and in congregational, aggregational, I together, chanting this, and as it says in Psalm, was it 47? Psalm 47 and 7, for Elohim is king of all the earth rightful ruler. Sing ye praises with understanding. Sing Isis. So an understanding of the Isis, what the Isis is for. In Psalm 70, verse 4, let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee, and let such as love thy salvation say continually, may Elohim be magnified. Right? May be magnified. Now, what's interesting in the previous psalm, it has a different wordage here. It says right here, Adonai, Yachashav li, right? Chashav li, Yomru, Chashav li, let them say continually, right? The li for me, right, is not here in today's psalm. On the contrary, Psalm 35:21, yea, they opened their mouth wide against me and said, so once again, the he'ach, Psalm 35:21, our eye have seen, their eye have seen. So that's also kind of, that sense also is dispensed with. So what we have is from the original pattern of the psalm, certain key words were brought together, adaptation for the aggregational, right? So we're Yomru, right? Yomru, right? So there's slight differences, right? For congregational, like adapting from the scripture, almost how music in certain churches and in certain, you say, synagogues and among certain ones-on-ones, some psalms sometimes are adapted, or verses are adapted, versicles are adapted, right? Now the divine name Yahweh, right, is now once chosen side by side with Elohim. We have this here. And a strong claim, right, to be retained even in today's psalm, right, where we have both the Yahweh name, even in the first verse, Elohim, and the Elohim, the judge name, O judge, Lehatzleini, Yahuwah, or he who be, Le Ezrati Chusha. So both the Elohim, calling the judgment, and the covenant name, the Hashem, Yahweh, Le Ezrati, for my help, Chusha. So here, and going through this right here, just to link today's psalm with the psalm from which it was adapted, the Davidic psalm. It's called Le Dawid here, but that's based on it being adapted from Le Dawid, the 40th psalm. Right? We have Mizmor Maim, the 40th psalm is saying prayer and prayer. So from David's praise, his Isis, and prayer, we get a short psalm in today's psalm adapted for the Haikal, for the temple liturgy, Kedase, the Isis, the chant. Elohim lehatzleini Yahuwah le'ezrati chusha. O Elohim, to deliver I. In Psalm 40, the text has be pleased, O Jehovah, to deliver I. Here, both verbs are governed by make haste, chusha. So both verbs. Verb 1, lehatzleini, to deliver I. Verb 2, le'ezrati, to help, for my help, to the sense of to help I, governed by chusha, make haste, chusha. As in its revised form, the prayer, the tefillah, this is tefillah, it sounds a note of greater urgency, right? A note of greater urgency. Yevoshu, where yachiparu, mebakashe nafshi. Yesogu achor, where yikalmu, chafetzei ra'ati. Make them be ashamed and abashed that seek after my soul, that seek after my psyche, that seek after her. Make them be turned backward and be brought to confusion, that delight, that take pleasure in my hurt, So in Psalm 40, Mizmor Maim, together, is added after abashed and to sweep away after my soul. So we have together being taken out here, and also the sense of to sweep away or to destroy, to sweep away my soul, to sweep away her. That part is taken out right here for the note of urgency, the greater note of the I, and together I and I in the temple liturgy, the Kadase, the eyes is here. The Dalet, Hebrew Dalet verse. Yashubu al Aikeb Bashtam Haomrim He'ach, make them be turned back by reason on account of Aikeb, the Aikeb, consequently, because all upon Aikeb, upon the heels of, right? So Yashubu, turned, all Aikeb, by reason of Bashtam, by reason of their Bashtam, by reason of their shame, Haomri, the sayers, the ones who are saying Haomri, He'ach, saying aha, He'ach. In Psalm 40, the reading is, let them be appalled. The two Hebrew verbs are the same except for one letter. So when we compare and contrast right here, we have two Hebrew words, much the same, right? Much the same. Yashomu, like to Yashomu, we have there, right? And we have Yeboshu, right? Turn back. Yashubu, except for one letter. Perhaps the milder word was thought more suitable in a service aboda, for the aboda, aggregational service of ivosha. To me, li, the term li, to me, is omitted after that say. And so that say to me, ha'omrim, right? Ha'omrim, the sayers, those who are the sayers. That may also point to the change from the personal, just the I, of David's original Psalm 40, Mizmor Min, and today's Psalm 70, for congregational worship. Yasisu where yismechu beka, calling about sheka, where yomru tamid, yikdal Elohim, ohabe yeshuateka. Here, make all those that seek thee I rejoice and be glad in the I, and make such as love thy salvation, ohabe Yeshuateka, the I Yeshua, those that love, the lovers of the I Yeshua, salvation, Yeshuateka, say continually, Yomru Tamid, Yikdal Elohim, your honor, the power, Elohim, be magnified, the judge, the Irata, be magnified. So the only changes are the substitution of Elohim for Yahweh, in addition of and before let such as love, and a slightly different Hebrew word, here, the Hebrew word in Psalm 40, ohabe, the lovers of, ohabe tishuateka, all right, here we have yeshuateka, tishuateka, here yeshuateka, slightly different word for salvation. Here, Hebraically, the vav verse, conclusion verse, wa'ani, ani, we'ebyon, Elohim, chushali, ezri, uma, falti, ata, Yahuwah, alate, achar. But I am poor and needy. Wa and ani, wa'ani, wani, wa'ani, and ani, oni. Wa'ani, oni. So we have two words virtually the same except for the first letter. The first one is aleph, ani, and one is ain, ani. Wa'ani, ani. Wa'ani, ani. We'ebyon. I am poor, and I, ani, wa'ani. As for I, wa'ani, ani. I am poor, ani. Say almost like down pressed, and that says we'ebyon, and Ebyon, like the Ebionites, the Ebyon, and needy. Elohim, chushali, O Elohim. O Irata, O Judge, the power, appealing to the power. Remember Elohim, Hebraically the creator name, Elohim, the creator attributional name, and also the judgment. So Elohim is the judgment name. It's like calling upon the judge. Right? O Judge, your honor, Chushali, make haste to me, make haste for I. Elohim, Chushali, Ezri, Mafalti, Ata. Ezri, my help, and Mefalti, my deliverer. Ata, Ata, the I, male, and none other. Ezri, Umafalti, Ata, Yahweh, Alate Achar, Yahweh, Alate Achar. Oh, he who be, we be, tarry not. Alate Achar, tarry not, delay not. So in the 40th Psalm, it's Yahweh will account it to me. So in the 40th Psalm, we have David saying, Adonai, Ya Chashabli, Adonai, Adonai, Ya Chashab, Ya Chashab, Hasab, Hasab, Asave, Ya Chashab, Ya Chashab, Adonai, Ya Chashab Li. He will account it, he will reckon it. Right? Better will take thought, like deep reckoning thought of me, for me, Li, Adonai, Ya Chashab Li, Ya Chashab Li. Will consider his sufferings, consider I sufferings. The verb from the 40th Psalm, right, is connected with the root from which thoughts is derived. The root from which thoughts is derived. Because we have this right here, in verse 6, mach shiboteka, and thoughts, and thy thoughts, mach shiboteka, eleinu, towards I. In the 6th verse, he says, many things hast thou done, O Jehovah, my power. Rabot, asita, rabot, naf, rabot, rab, naf, rabot, naf, asita, has I done, ata, rabot, asita, ata, Yahweh, Elohai, Yahweh, Elohai, he who be, highly I. Nifa loteka, the I wondrous works, nif loteka, ua machshiboteka, eleinu, and machshiboteka. So machshiboteka, we have as the eye's thoughts, the eye's reckoning. The eye's thoughts, the eye's reckoning. So seeing this difference here in the conclusion verse of today's psalm is altered into a form of tefillah. So here, from there, what we have here is altered into a form of tefillah. Make haste to I, O Elohim, instead of Yahweh, Jehovah will account it to me, altered into a form of tefillah to meet the urgency of a desperate situation. Elohim Chushali, straight to the point. Elohim Chushali, Chusha, make haste, Li, for me, Elohim, O powers, Elohim Chushali, make haste for I. The gleam of confidence, of confidence, is changed to a call of need, the urgency of the need, and the tone of the whole mizmor, of the whole chant, the eyes is thereby made even more, as they say, a plaintive, almost as a plaintive, in a plaintive tone. Ezri umfalti ata, Yahuwah alate achar. The Hebrew word for my help, Ezri. We have Ezri, right, is used here in its feminine form. It's an interesting note. Ezri is used in its feminine form. Ezri, my help. Umfalti ata, calling upon he who he be. Right, even that maternal aspect of the power is being called upon even here, including with Yahweh, alate achar, tarry not, do not tarry, do not make any delay, alate achar, and te achar, achar is to delay, achar, to tarry, to differ, to remain. The idea is like to loiter. Don't loiter. Don't be behind. Don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate. Alite achar, alita achar. Don't procrastinate by implication. Don't continue like to defer, to delay, to hinder. Don't be late. Don't be slack. Right? Don't stay there. Tarry. Don't tarry any longer. So the idea, loiter, getting to the root right here. Today's mizmor ayin. Psalm 70. Lamnatzeyach le David le hazikir.
Yes, le hazikir. Interesting. The word for computer in Hebrew is machshev, right? And then we have mechashabot, from the chashab. Season here leading up to New Year's, cheshbon, chashab, to think, to calculate in that sense. You know, because the original computer, of course, was a man. So, but it's Hebrew. Most other languages, they have a variation of the Greek or Latin computer, right? But we have the Machshev, thought, thinking. So the Almighty's computations, his calculations. A little more interest on that word right there. Machshev. Mechashav, thoughts, thinking, reckoning, calculations, reason for the season, the cheshbon. Often it's translated as soul searching, but it's reckoning, like reckoning accounts, becoming accountable. Yes, sir. Rastafari. Ifrit, Hebrew.
מזמור עין, למנצח לדוד להזכיר. אלוהים להצילני, אדוני לעזרתי חושה. יבושו ויחפרו מבקשי נפשי, ייסוגו אחור ויקלמו חפצי רעתי. ישובו על עקב בושתם, האומרים האח. יסיסו וישמחו בך כל מבקשיך, ויאמרו תמיד, יגדל אלוהים אוהבי ישועתך. ואני עני ואביון, אלוהים חושה לי, עזרי ומפלתי אתה, אדוני אל תאחר.
Ohabe Yeshuateka, Ohabe, the lovers of Yeshuateka, the eye salvation. One point I didn't bring out is in the older psalm, I think the 40th psalm, as we have here the 70th psalm. It's like music. Think about music, the psalms, the chants, Isis, musically, right? So you have older songs, and then by either later generations, there's some adaptation. So there was the Teshuvah, the more feminine sense of salvation, Teshuvah. And here we have Yeshuateka, Ohabe, Yeshuateka. Right here, little Psalms dub here from Israel Dejaneh. A little bit in the Hebrew, also in the world Amharic, right here, Dejaneh. It's called Adonai. Sure. Rastafari, yes. Adonai. Shabbat Shalom. So here, let's ride up the Psalms. It's Psalm 95 to 99 for the Kabbalat Shabbat. Kabbalat, the Kabbalah, to welcome, to receive, receiving of the Sabbath, this time, this sign, this is to be a sign upon Yahweh's people, Jehovah's people. So we have Psalm 95 to 99 plus the short Psalm, Psalm 29, right here for the 6 Psalms here for the Shabbat Eve. And we had Psalm 95 previously. Just to play this one again. Classic dub, Earl Cunningham. Got to know that place. Now, the relics in the first of the 6 Psalms is very, very interesting. That was Psalm 95, Psalm 95. So before we go dubwise right here and bring in the Haverim, I brothers here, speaking that word, sound, and power, and also like to offer to other ones and ones to share their records as well. We try to include it on the air, just give a release. Yes, I, Rastafari, look to the east. Psalm 95 right here,
Psalm
plain
95.
version KJV.
Oh, come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving and make a joyful noise unto him with psalms. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. In his hand are the deep places of the earth. The strength of the hills is his also. The sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, and the sheep of his hand. Today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your heart as in the provocation, and as in the day of temptation in the wilderness, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my work. 40 years long was I grieved with this generation, and said, it is a people that do err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. Unto whom I swear in my wrath, that they should not enter into my rest, 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 my rest.
Rest. Shabbat is all about that rest. Isn't it an interesting psalm how it begins off with that praise, right, to the rock of our salvation? So question right here. Not really entertaining scoffers and mockers, but they are right now, right, on the side and shoulders of the road, right? Do the Israelites worship a rock? Right, so that shows you from the very beginning it was metaphorical. The Hebrew 2 truths. It was, we could say, even metaphysical, to the rock, to that power, that firm place of I salvation. Oh, whoa. Here. Does the Israelites worship a rock? Because when you look at it literally, which rock was it? A lot of rocks around. It was a metaphor right there. So right there, we think we are the only people who look at things on a metaphysical level. No, the ancients, It's a human being created in the image and after the likeness of the Almighty. That's Sabbath. Sabbath time is time of joy. You know what I mean? They got rumor, we got humor. What more can we say? So right here. Yes. What? So Psalm 95. This is dubwise right here, and then we'll write up the brethren right here. Just want to share this since it was the previous psalm, the daily psalm, and here it's the first, right, of the 6 psalms, the 6 days of the week as we welcome the sabbatical, that rest time. But notice how the end of that psalm was, right? It was a particular generation. That generation he brought out of the Smai Tawi, the 2 lands. The Smai Tawi, some say Kemet. Well, after the 11th dynasty, it was more popularly known as Tameri and Kemet. But from the earlier days, the original days, the 2 lands, Mitzrayim. Listen, tune right here, Haverim. Yes, I, Rastafari. First of the 6 songs.
I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna go back there.
Yeah, I got to to say this right here. You know, the tune is Errol, classic dub tune, Errol Cunningham. Got to know that place. Now, when we think about a place, we might think about a physical place. But those of us who go a little bit deeper in the reality of life know that a place is not always a physical place. Remember Psalm 95, that generation, that type of folk can enter into that rest because of the state of heart and the mind, not just simply a place, right? But here, enter into that place, that Shabbat, sabbatical rest. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna go that place. Where they came from. Whoa. Yes, I've got to know that place. I've got to know that place. Where they came from.
Psalm 95. Oh, come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving and make a joyful noise unto him with song. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. In his hand are the deep places of the earth. The strength of the hills is his also. The sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, and the sheep of his hand. Today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your heart as in the provocation, and as in the day of temptation in the wilderness, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my work. 40 years long was I grieved with this generation, and said, it is a people that do err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. Unto whom I swear in my wrath, that they should not enter into my rest, 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 rest.
מזמור צדיהם, לכו נרננה לאדוני, נריע לצור ישענו, נקדמה פניו בתודה, בזמירות נריע לו, כי אל גדול אדוני, ומלך גדול על כל אלוהים, אשר בידו מחקרי ארץ, ותועפות הרים לו, אשר לא הים והוא עשהו, ויבשת ידיו יצרו. בואו נשתחווה ונכרע, נברכה לפני אדוני עושנו, כי הוא אלוהינו, ואנחנו עם מרעיתו וצאן ידו. היום אם בקולו תשמעו, אל תקשו לבבכם כמריבה, כיום מסע במדבר, אשר ניסוני אבותיכם, בחנוני גם ראו פועלי. 40 שנה אקוט בדור ואומר, עם טועה לבב הם, והם לא ידעו דרכי, אשר נשבעתי ואפי, אם יבואון אל מנוחתי.
Gotta know that place. Gotta go to that place. In spirit and in truth and grace, enter into that place. At rest is rest. Yes, I.
باسم آب وولد ومنفس قدوس أحد أملاك.
Psalm 95. O come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving and make a joyful noise to him with psalms. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. In his hand are the deep places of the earth. The strength of the hills is his also. The sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. O come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our God, for he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. Today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your heart, as in the provocation, and as in the day of temptation in the wilderness, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my work. 40 years long was I grieved with this generation, and said, it is a people that do err in their heart, and they have not known my ways, to whom I swear in my wrath that they should not enter into my rest.
Psalm 96. Oh, sing to the Yahweh a new song. Sing to the Yahweh all the earth. Areh. Sing to the Yahweh, bless his name. Show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory, his kabod, among the heathen, his wonders among all people. For the Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Yahweh made the Shemayim heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give to the Yahweh, you kindreds of the people. Give to the Yahweh glory and strength. Give to the Yahweh the glory due to his name. Bring an offering and come to his courts. O worship the Yahweh in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the Arets, all the earth. Say among the heathen that the Yahweh reigneth. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. Let the Shemayim, let the Semayawi, let the heavens rejoice, and let the Arets, the earth, be glad. Let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof. Let the field be joyful, and all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice before the Yahweh, for he come to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth.
Psalm 97. Yahweh Buruku reigneth. Let the earth rejoice. Let the multitude of the isles be glad thereof. Clouds and darkness are round about him. Righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne. A fire goes before him and burneth up his enemies round about. His lightnings enlightened the world. The earth saw and trembled. The hills melted like wax at the presence of Yahweh Buruku, at the presence of the master of the whole earth. The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. Confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all ye Elohim. Zion heard and was glad, and the daughters of Yehudah rejoiced because of thy judgments, O Yahweh. For thou, Yahweh, Buruku, art high above all the earth. Thou art exalted far above all Elohim. Ye that love Yahweh hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked, the Kufawoch. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in Yahweh Buruku, ye righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness.
Psalm 98, a psalm. Oh, sing to the Yahweh, he who he be, Exhiabi, the sustainer, a new song. For he hath done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm hath gotten him the victory. The Yahweh, he who he be, hath made known his salvation. His righteousness hath he openly shewed in the sight of the Eden. He hath remembered his mercy and his truth toward Beta Yisrael, the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of Eloheinu, our power. Make a joyful noise to the Yahweh, all the earth. Make a loud noise and rejoice and sing praise. Skana. Sing to the Yahweh with the harp and the voice of a song, with trumpets and sound of cornet. Make a joyful noise before the Yahweh, he who he be, his divine majesty, Kedamawi Haile Selassie, Vinagus, the king. Let the sea roar and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. Let the floods clap their hands, let the hills be joyful together. Lifnei Yahweh, before he who he be. For he cometh to judge the earth, with righteousness shall he judge the world, and the people with equity.
Psalm 99. The Lord reigneth, let the people tremble. He sitteth between the cherubims, let the earth be moved. The Lord is great in Zion, and he is high above all the people. Let them praise thy great and terrible name, for it is holy. The king's strength also loveth judgment. Thou dost establish equity. Thou executest judgment and righteousness in Jacob. Exalt ye the Lord our God, and worship at his footstool, for he is holy. Moses and Aaron among his priests, and Samuel among them that call upon his name. They call upon the Lord, and he answered them. He spake to them in the cloudy pillar. They kept his testimonies and the ordinance that he gave them. Thou answerest him, Lord our God. Thou wast a God that forgavest them, though thou tookest vengeance of their inventions. Exalt the Lord our God, and worship at his holy hill, for the Lord our God is holy.
Psalm 29, a psalm of David. Ascribe to Yahweh, O ye sons of might. Ascribe to Yahweh glory and strength. Ascribe to Yahweh the glory due to his name. Worship Yahweh in the beauty of holiness. The voice of Yahweh is upon the waters. The God of glory thundereth, even Yahweh upon many waters. The voice of Yahweh is powerful. The voice of Yahweh is full of majesty. The voice of Yahweh breaketh the cedars. Yea, Yahweh breaketh in pieces the cedars of Lebanon. He maketh them also to skip like a calf. Lebanon in Syrian like a young wild ox. The voice of Yahweh heweth out flames of fire. The voice of Yahweh shaketh the wilderness. Yahweh shaketh the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of Yahweh maketh the hinds to calf, and strippeth the forest bare. And in his temple all say glory. Yahweh sat enthroned at the flood. Yea, Yahweh sitteth as king forever. Yahweh will give strength to his people. Yahweh will bless his people with peace. Yahweh yibarek et amo b'shalom.
So give unto Rastafari, yo, mighty, give unto Rastafari glory and strength. Give unto Rastafari the glory due unto his name. Worship Rastafari and beauty of holiness. The voice of Rastafari is up on the waters, the voice of Rastafari thundereth. Rastafari is upon many waters, the voice of Rastafari is full of power, and voice of Rastafari is full of majesty. More love and more honesty.
My advice to all is to fulfill the Ten Commandments. You are aware of the contents of the Ten Commandments and can elaborate on.
Ana Bekoach, we beg thee. Ana Bekoach. Gedulata Yaminaka Tatir Sarura. With the strength and greatness of thy right arm. Gedulata Yaminaka Tatir Sarura. Untangle our knotted fate. Aver Arina Ta'amika. Accept your people's, thy people's song. Aver Arina Ta'amika. Sagaved, Ahrein, Nora. Elevate and purify us. Sagaved, Ahrein. Elevate and purify Ayanai. Nora. Awesome one, dreaded one, awesome one. Na Gibor, please, heroic one, mighty one. Na Gibor, Dorsheya Yehudeka. Those who pursue your uniqueness. Kubavata Shamrei, guard them as the pupil of the eye. Kubavat Shamrei. Barchem. Taharei, Rachemei, Sidik Ateka, Tamida, Tamle. Bless them, purify them, pity them. Barkeim, Taharei, Rachemei, Sidik Ateka, Tamida, Tamle. May your righteousness always reward them. Chasin Kadosh Berov Tuvika. Powerful and holy and Isla one. In goodness, Nahela Idateka. In goodness, lead your flock. Yachida Ge'eh Le'ameka B'nei Zokreya Kedushateka. Unique and proud one. To your people turn. Zokrei, those who remember Kedushateka, your holiness, your islandness, your set apartness. Shawatenu Kavel, accept our cries. Shawatenu Kavel, accept our cries. Ushma. And hear our screams, accept our cries, our shout outs. Shawatenu, Kaviat Ushama, Ushaikaten, Yodea, Ta Elumot, O knower of mysteries, of secrets. Yodea, Ta Elumot. Baruch Shem Kovod Malkuto Le'olam Wa'ed. Blessed is the name of His Majesty, of His noble kingdom, forever and ever.
Anna Bakoa, that short mystical chant right there.
Shabbat Shalom. 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Hashem Yeshua. Shalom. Here we have Lekha Dodi. Lekha Dodi of the Kabbalah Shabbat becomes like the seal. Lekha, come Dodi, my friend. Also can be my lover, my friend, in the Hebrew Dodi. Lekha Dodi, come to meet the bride, to meet the Queen of Days, to meet Ha-Shabbat. So here we have Binyamin versus Akon right here. This is a Lekha Dodi tune right here. Dewon remix here. This is not a music video, but
as you can judge from the words and the music, the Israeli sabras gladly discard their horrors for a tango when they dance to it in the nightclubs here. And speaking of nightclub dancing, most bands here wind up the evening with a good night signature song, just as they do in America.
Lekadodi, likrat kala. Come, my friend, to meet the bride. Come, my friend, Lekadodi, likrat kala. Just for once to get a better sense of the relic right there of the Lekadodi, likrat kala. Pnei, Shabbat, Nikabala. Make I and I welcome the presence, the perception, the presence of the Shabbat. Lekadodi, come my friend, likrat kala. Likrat, to meet and greet the kala, to meet the bride. Pnei Shabbat, the presence of the Sabbath. Nikabala, make us kabbalah it, make us welcome it. Make I and I like receive, to say receive her. Here, the Shabbat, Lekadodi. You know, he went through some of the lyrics right there. That was the beginning of it, the end part. It's a beautiful little chant right here. You know, let's just do something maybe a little bit different right here on the ear. Let's just go through some of the word sounds. So that's like the opening. That's the opening right there. Lekadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat, nikabala. Come, my friend, to meet the bride. Let us welcome the presence of the Sabbath. Observe and remember the Sabbath day. Observe and remember Shamor Wizakor Bidibor Echad. Observe and remember the Sabbath day. The only power, cause I and I to hear in a single utterance. The Lord is one. Yahweh Echad. Hishmianu. El. Hama Yuchad. The one and only El, almighty power, cause I and I to hear. Hishmianu, causing I and I to hear. Hishmanu, El, Ham Yuhad, the one and only, in a single utterance. Yahweh Echad, Ushemo Echad, and his name Shemo, the Hashem, Echad is one. To his renown and his glory and his praise. Lishem, a name. U and le tifaret. Tifaret in the Hebrew, the tafarai, tifaret. But in the Hebrew is a feminine counterpart, the feminine sense, or his glory. Ula tifaret. Ua le tehila. Tehila, the halal, the exaltation, in the sense of like saying the bigging him up. So that's the chorus line right there. Just thought to share this. This is Kabbalat Shabbat, Beta Israel right here. Here the Beta Israel.
רב לשבת אדוני, לקראת קלה, לקראת קלה, פני שבת, נקבלה.
Yes. The Beta Israel, that was Kabbalat Shabbat with a K, K-A-B-A-L-A-T, Shabbat, Lekadodi, L-E-K-L-E-K-A-D-O-D-I, Beta Israel. So interesting right there to hear the Beta Israel chanting the Hebrew within that Ethiopian, we'd say that highland flavor right there. But here, this brings us to Psalm 92. Psalm 92, right, which is the Sabbath day psalm, Psalm 92, the evening psalm, also in the royal order, and also among Torah observant Yehudim. It's the same psalm for the evening, which is very, very interesting. It backs up the children of Ethiopians' claim as well. Both share these evening psalms. So we have Psalm 92, which is a Sabbath day psalm, and then we seal up with the Friday evening psalm, which is Psalm 93. So here, Psalm 92 for the Shabbat day.
Psalm 92. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord, and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night, upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psaltery, upon the harp with a solemn sound. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad through thy work. I will triumph in the works of thy hands. O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth the fool understand it. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But thou, Lord, art most high forevermore. For lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But my horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of an unicorn. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Mine eye also shall see my desire on mine enemies, and mine ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing, to show that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Unrighteousness in unrighteousness in unrighteousness in unrighteousness in unrighteousness in
מזמור צדה ב' מזמור שיר ליום השבת. טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. תשמחתני אדוני בפועליך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. איש בער לא ידע, וכסיל לא יבין את זאת. בפרוח רשעים כמו עשב, ויציצו כל פועלי אבן, להישמדם עד עד. ואתה מרום לעולם אדוני. כי הנה אויביך אדוני, כי הנה אויביך יאבדו, יתפרדו כל פועלי אבן. ותרם תרעם קרני, בלותי בשמן רענן, ותבט עיני בשורי, וקמים עלי מרעים, תשמענה אוזני. צדיק התמר יפרח, בארז בלבנון ישגה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו. עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים ורעננים יהיו. להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולא עגלה תבוא.
Thank Jah Rastafari. It's Friday. Yay, yay, yay.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Psalm 93. The Lord reigneth, he is clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed with strength, wherewith he hath girded himself. The world also is established, that it cannot be moved. Thy throne is established of old, thou art from everlasting. The floods have lifted up, O Lord, the floods have lifted up their voice, the floods lift up their waves. The Lord on high is mightier than the noise of many waters, yea, than the mighty waves of the sea. Thy testimonies are very sure. Holiness becometh thine house, O Lord, forever, 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 forever.
מזמור צדקי אדוני מלאך גאות לבש אדוני עוז התעזר, אף תיכון תבל בל תימות. נכון כסאך מאז מעולם אתה. נעשאו נהרות אדוני, נעשאו נהרות קולם, יישאו נהרות דוחיים. מקולות מים רבים, אדירים משברי ים. אדיר במרום אדוני. עדותיך נאמנו מאוד, לביתך נאווה קודש, אדוני לאורך ימים.
መዝሙር 92 በቅንፍ 93 በሰንበት ቀን የምስጋና መዝሙር። እግዚአብሔር ነገሰ፣ ክብርንም ለበሰ። እግዚአብሔር ኃይልን ለበሰ፣ ታጠቀም። ዓለምን እንዳትናወጥ አጸና። ዙፋንህ ከጥንት ጀምሮ የተዘጋጀ ነው፣ አንተም ከዘላለም ነህ። አቤቱ ወንዞች ከፍ ከፍ አደረጉ፣ ወንዞች ቃሎቻቸውን ከፍ ከፍ አደረጉ። ከብዙ ውኆች ድምፅ ከባህርም ታላቅ ሞገድ ይልቅ እግዚአብሔር በከፍታው ድንቅ ነው። ምስክርህ እጅግ የታመነ ነው። አቤቱ እስከ ረጅም ዘመን ድረስ ለቤትህ ቅድስና ይገባል።
Yes, yes, yes. So here this brings us to the sixth day, actually the seventh day already in the eve, and in some areas the sun is already dawning. It's already daytime. So Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Salam. Right here. I'd like to touch on this Aliyah for day 6. Very, very important right here. We're in the 5th book of Moshe, the Hebrew book that is called Deuteronomy. In the Hebrew, we know that as Devarim or Debarim, the word. So what we have right here, right, is picking up in Deuteronomy chapter 19 for the 6th day of the 6th Aliyah, picks up with Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 14, the sacred landmark, the terror of HaTorah. Chapter 20, the law, the Torah, the direction, instruction. So from a Hebrew perspective, when we say law, and also refer to Torah, referring to directions, instructions, right? Not in the Western Gentile sense of law, although certain principles are applicable. They do apply. But let's give an overview right here for the 6 days, Aliyah, as we are already moving into the fullness of the 7th. Give thanks here on the ear and the iris, those who hear this now and who hear this in the forwards. The 6th reading, or the 6th Aliyah, picking up Deuteronomy chapter 19, verses 14 to chapter 20, verse 9. In the 6th reading, the 6th Aliyah, Moses warned that the Bnei Yisrael, the Israelites, were not to move their countrymen's landmarks, your fellows' landmarks, respect of the landmarks set up by previous generations in the property that they were allotted to in the land. So this is strictly with we call the land grant, sustainable, we say the sustainable repatriation. From that point of view, the application here, possible application here in the 6th reading. So here, from a Hebrew perspective of the scrolls, is a closed portion. Get into some reasonments on the closed and the open portions. In some of the Bibles, like the Schofield Study Bible, especially the old Schofield Study Bible, you can see that in Deuteronomy chapter 19 at verse 14, there's a close. This verse right here is kind of closed, and then it opens another section with verse 15 to the end of the chapter, verse 21. Now, in the continuation of the reading, and this connects more right here with the terror, what the Schofield calls in this subsection, the terror of the law, the terror of HaTorah, the direction, instruction, the continuation of the Aliyah, the reading. Moshe, he instructed that an Ben Yisrael, an Israelite, could be found guilty of an offense only on the witness or testimony of 2 or more witnesses. Again, Moshe now in the continuation of the 6th Aliyah here for Shabbat, Shoftim, Sabbath, Judges, Senbet, Farajoch. Moses instructs that an Israelite, a Yisraeli, right, a Ben Yisrael, could be found guilty of an offense only on the testimony of 2 or more witnesses. So therefore, we get the well-known or well-heard 2 or 3 witness principle. If one person gave false testimony against another, then the 2 parties were to appear before Elohim. Now, here's where we get the Elohim and the judges connection from studying from a Hebrew perspective. So we have the Psalm, Psalm 82, where it says, I've said ye are gods, all of you are sons of the Most High. What's interesting is that is applying, that particular Psalm is a condemnation of unjust judges. In other words, the Shoftim, who were to be the agents of Yahweh Eloheinu in matters of law and justice. So right here, these 2 parties would appear before Elohim, we could say the God or the gods, the judges, and the priests or the judges, and the Shoftim, the judges, were to make a thorough investigation. The KJV says like a diligent inquiry, diligent search, really to search it out. Like we would say in the Hebrew, it brings out the sense of to search and search, to search and search. You mean for real? For real? Yes, for real, for real. That doubling of it brings out the sense of thorough, to do it thoroughly, a thorough investigation. And if they found that the person to have testified falsely, to bore false witness, then they were to do to the witness, the false witness, as the witness was scheming by way of their false witness, where they say like perjuring, but bearing false witness, what they witness had schemed to do to the other person. So even right here, there's another closed portion. Ends here with the end of the chapter. So we have verse 14 is a theme in itself, the sacred landmarks, the boundaries of previous generations. Then here, the section that is called the terror of the direction, instruction of the law is concerning like witness, right? And who could be found guilty, adjudicated within the community as a criminal. One can accuse, but now after this accusation, right, it brings forward a kind of a trial. And therefore the Torah portion reading and feeding here is shoftim. Now the shoftim elsewhere, like in Psalm 82, are referred to as the Elohim. We know this from studying Torah from a Hebrew perspective, from the linguistic literacy of the Hebrew. It brings out that context. Because when it says they shall appear before God, okay, where is that? Is it in the sky? Is it over here, over there? No, before the judges, because within those judges was invested his name, and they were to judge on behalf of the Elohim. We find this in Deuteronomy as well. We'll touch on that. But just to get through this right here, in the continuation now, picking up with chapter 20, we have the law of warfare, or bringing out the better Hebrew sense, the direction, instruction, the directions, instruction of warfare. So in the continuation of the Aliyah, the sixth Aliyah, Moshe Rabbeinu taught that before the Bnei Yisrael, the sons of Israel, the Israelites, joined battle, before they joined the battle or the battle, that the priests, HaKohen, we could even say the Messiah in a sense, the Moshiach, because the priests were anointed. Good to hear some other ones picking up on that, or they probably knew it, but to really share more, better context when we talk about Christ, and putting into proper context of the Moshiach, and that being a title. And in the first usage, Aaron was the first Messiah, or in a New Testament sense, the first Christ, and the first Christians were his sons, the priests, because of the fact that they was anointed. So here, as we continue the sixth reading here for Shabbat Shoftim, we find Moses teaching that before the Bnei Yisrael, the Israelites joined battle. Right? Before they, like in war and military, they say contact. When we have contact, the enemy sees us or we see the enemy and we're about to have contact joining battle. Before we even get in that direct engagement of warfare battle, the priest, HaKohen, was to tell the troops. So the priest, who is the anointed, the Moshiach, right, is the anointed, is to tell the troops not to fear. Al tiru, don't fret. Don't fear. Don't fret yourself. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Don't fret you. If there's a lot of them, don't worry about that. For Ha-Elohim, Ha-Elohim, the almighty power, would accompany them. Now, this is an interesting principle to reason on, right? Within the two truths, even of language and linguistics, and particularly the Hebrew. When we asked in the Psalm 95, right, the rock of our salvation, was it literally a rock? We know that was not literally a rock. So when he says that he would accompany them, in what way would he accompany them? In what way? So this is also another principle of the true Hebrew perspective, Hebrew referring to our spirituality, not a God or a power outside of us. For Yahweh Eloheinu would accompany them, and I. Then the officials, who according to the Torah here is called the Shotarim, right? The Shoftim and Shotarim. The portion begins here for Shabbat Shoftim, Sabbath judges and officers. So in the Hebrew, Shoftim v'Shotarim, Shoftim v'shotrim, shoftim, judges, and shotarim. So the shofets and the shoters and the shatters or the shotarim are the officials. In a modern way, even in modern Israel and other areas where they practice this in reality, these principles, the judges will be like the judges, like when you go to court, right? In that sense, to put it in a modern context so you can understand the principles, right, from then and even now. And the shotarim would be like the officers, almost like the police, the ones who would make the arrest, take down the notes, and then present it before the judges, and the judges will look at the evidence, right, and their knowledge of Torah and render a judgment or a decision. But here in the laws of warfare, we first have the priest coming forward. Then we have the officials, the shotarim, judges and officers, officials. They were to ask the troops whether anyone had built a new house. So all the men are assembled, ready to get in this engagement. The priest would come forward, right, and tell them not to fear, and that Yahweh Eloheinu would accompany them, almost like preparing them for the battle, giving that holy word sound. They were to receive within it. They received that word, right, in spirit and in truth, then truly Elohim was with them and in them. Then the officials were to ask the troops whether anyone had built a new house. Anyone amongst you had built a new house, but did not dedicate it, did not livicate it, like they blessed the house, in other words, and planted a vineyard, right? Did anyone plant a vineyard? Somebody may assemble for the battle, and they just, built a new house, but they did not dedicate, livicate it, or they may have planted a vineyard, but they had never harvested it. They never harvested They never harvested the planting of their vineyard, of their crops. Or did any one of you mind them? Did you pay the bride price? Right? Did you pay the bride price, about 50 shekels for a Isha, right? To show that you are able to handle the business, of a wife and a family, right? But not yet married her or not yet had gone into her. So you had paid the bride price, but, you not consummated, in other words. Or they was also to ask, did anyone become afraid? They asked, was any one of you afraid? Are you a little scared? Or are you disheartened about this battle we're about to engage in? And all these, right, for all these, they were sent back to their homes. So if anyone had built a house but didn't livicate it, bless it, planted a vineyard but never ate of it, paid the bride price for a Isha, was ready to marry a Isha but had not married, had not consummated that relationship, or anyone was scared, was afraid, and had become disheartened. And in the Torah text it says, because if this is so, you would dishearten your brother man, right, on the battlefield. So it's better for you to go home. There was no chet. There was no chet to say sin. There was no efri or ukri. If that was the case, then go home, right? It was worse for you to become and know you're afraid now after the officers ask you, right? Or you're disheartened about this and you continue to go ahead along, and then on the battlefield, man start to recognize you're scared, and that distracts them. And now their blood will be on your hands. Now, these are the conditions. These are the conditions here. And at this particular point, the sixth reading, the sixth aliyah, and another closed portion ends with Devarim, Deuteronomy, the words, Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 9. We call this the gospel, even the gospel according to Moshe, right here. So let's ride up with this right here. Likkul Batalawa, just in prepping here for this
sabbatical
Shabbat.
study. This I Rastafari sabbatical study for this Shabbat strong. Shem Ha'av W'Habein Ruach HaKadosh. Glory be to the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Glory be. We're going to ride up here for this for this portion. And hear, Shema, give ear. And hear for the Sheishi Aliyah, for this Shabbat Shoftim, for this Sabbath Judges. Here picking up the sixth reading, the sixth Aliyah, the sixth up offering up, for this Shabbat Shoftim, Senbet Farajot, Sabbath Judges. Here picking up the fifth book of Moses, Hebrew book called Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 19, here at verse 14, the sacred landmark. The sacred landmark. Lo tasig gabul re'ika asher gablu. ראשונים בנחלתך אשר תנחל בארץ אשר יהוה אלוהיך נותן לך לרשתך. Here for the sixth reading for this Sabbath Judges, the sacred landmark, verse 14. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark. Lo tasiga gabula re'ika, which they of old time have set in thine inheritance. Asher gablu rishonim b'nachelateka, which thou shalt inherit in the land that Yahweh Eloheka, Jehovah the I Elohim, giveth thee to possess it, to possess her. Asher tinachal ba'aretz asher Yahweh Eloheka noten leka lirishtaha. The terror of the law, ha-Torah, instruction, direction. Verse 15. One witness shall not rise up against a man for any iniquity or for any sin, any uckery, in any sin that he sinneth, any uck that he ucketh. At the mouth of two witnesses or at the mouth of three witnesses shall the matter be established. If a false witness rise up against any man to testify against him that which is wrong, then both the men between whom the controversy is shall stand lifnei Yahweh before Jehovah, before HaKohanim, before the priests, and HaShoftim, and the judges, which shall be in those days. And HaShoftim, the judges, shall make diligent inquisition. And behold, if the witness be a false witness, and have testified falsely against his brother, then shall ye all do to him as he had thought to have done to his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you. And those which remain shall hear and fear and respect, and shall henceforth hear forward, commit no more any such evil among you. And thine eye shall not pity, but life shall go for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. And hear, give ear right here. Fifth book of Moses, Hebrew book called Deuteronomy, chapter 20. The law, ha-Torah, the direction, the instruction of warfare. When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots, and a people more than thou, be not afraid of them. Ki Yahweh Eloheka, for Jehovah the I Elohim is with thee, who brought thee up out of the land of Mitzrayim, out of the land of Kemet, out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be, when y'all are come nigh near to the battle, that the priest, HaKohen, the Kohen, shall approach and speak to Ha'am, the people, and shall say to them, Shema, 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 Shema. Hear, O Yisrael, ye y'all approach this day to the battle against your enemies. Make not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye y'all terrified of them. Ki Yahweh Elohim, for Jehovah Yahweh Elohim is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies, to save you. And the officers ha-shatarim shall speak to Ha'am, the people, saying, what man is there that hath built a new house, a new bait, and hath not dedicated, livicated it? May him go and return to his house, Beito, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicate, livicate it. And what man is he that hath planted a vineyard, a vineyard, and hath not yet eaten of it? May he make him also go and return to Beito, his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it. And what man is there that hath betrothed a wife, a Isha, and hath not taken her? Let him make him go and return to Beito, his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man take her. And Shotarim, the officers, shall speak further to Ha'am, the people, and they shall say, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted, weak-hearted? Let him make him go and return to Beito, lest his brethren's heart faint, as well as his heart. And it shall be, when Ha-Shotarim, the officers, have made an end of speaking to Ha'am, to the people, that they shall make captains of the armies to lead Ha'am, to lead the people.
To the Kaaba, David slew Goliath. He slew him with a slingshot and a stone. To the Kaaba, David slew Goliath. He slew him with a slingshot and a stone. So remember the Sabbath day, the day when we all should fast and pray. Remember the Sabbath day, Rastafari is the way. Remember the Sabbath day, the day when the high priest fast and pray. Remember the 7th day, Rastafari is the way. Now, 6 days we labor and the 7th day we rest, and glorify His Majesty, the first, the highest. Constant prayer, meditation, bless. No smoking, no sex, and no food, no digest. I and I chant like Melchizedek, an ancient tradition where the Most High said, whether you're black or you're white, you should keep in check. It's written in the book of life, the Sabbath should be kept. So remember the Sabbath day, the day when we all should fast and pray. Remember the 7th day, Rastafari is the way. Remember the Sabbath day, the day when the Rastaman fast and pray. Remember the 7th day, Rastafari is the way. It's good to do good on the Sabbath. It's not good to do bad on the Sabbath. But if someone needs an helping hand, the Most High will overstand. Now, it's good to do good on the Sabbath. It's not good to do bad on the Sabbath. The Sabbath day was made for man. The Most High shine and see that. So remember the Sabbath day, the day when we all should fast and pray. Remember the 7th day, Rastafari is the way. Remember the Sabbath day, the day when the fresh food fast and pray. Remember, from your love, Jah, keep His commandments. Always remember to back to reverence, and now your parents, which give the guidance. The Sabbath is of much importance. To the Sabbath, David slew Goliath. He slew him with a slingshot and a stone. Shabbat Shalom.
Rasta the lion is the most high me say. Bless the Saturday, cause the Saturday is Saturday. Bless the Saturday, cause the Saturday is Saturday. Come you children, moving car. Come you children, Rasta never gone. Make no delay, Jaja is here. More fire beam, rejoice and sing to me king. Bless the Saturday, cause the Saturday is Saturday. Bless the Saturday, cause the Saturday is Saturday. Look at the eastern sky, the morning meets the eye. Alta show I the way, last year I ponder. Jaja the joy, Jaja the jury, Jaja the fire, Jaja the lightning. Bless the Saturday, cause the Saturday is Saturday. Bless the Saturday, cause the Saturday is Saturday. Rasta-sata, Rastafari. Rasta-sata, burn up the chalwa. Come you children, obey the call. Come you children, abide the fall. Pray and praise it to all Jah. Jah watchful eye is everywhere. Bless the Saturday, cause the Saturday is Saturday. Bless the Saturday, cause the Saturday is Saturday. Rasta-sata.
Yes, give thanks, give thanks. It's Ross Tio right there, Sabbath Day before that warrior king. Hear, 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 Vaughn Benjamin, voice of the remnancy. The remnancy right here.
the voices of the remnant. Hear the voices of the remnant. Hear the heights of their humanity. Third world ambassador in a Rasta embassy. That's the way the people love this love and harmony. Esteem on the rock up like work for thee. Abatari will give out a similarity. Could a sing up in a power in a delicacy. Remnancy. Hear the voices of the remnancy. Hear the remnancy. It's 50 colors and textures of life misery. That a rang narrative of stood in between 10,000 soldiers, 96 degrees. So melodies fresh at the full team. Hear the voices of the remnancy. Rest is right now we're celebrating my close with Mary. There is no closer proximity to eternity. And what imprint that eternal heart memory. Rastafari set the remnant free. Are you rooted within my prosperity? Get the money sound so right. Social money. Hey, how the put a slippers and no notice. If 6 exists, what the 7 baby? Rest in the good will of the Almighty. Always around in the culture journey. Spirituality in a 70s R&B. Hear the voice of the remnant. Sound of love and love, sound of loyalty. Archive of Rastafari, musicality, cohesion, music, world, respect, yardy. Illustrate with the art, work, and a gum cover. Striving with the art, the will, skill, and the power. Queens and kings and the rest is recognizing our legality. He's just a man, serve all humanity. Hear the voices of the remnant. Hear the voices of the remnant. Hear the voices of the remnant. Quantum says a long way longer than BBC. Must be supreme with Mandela, FND, Bushi. Leave a legacy what is not in the Black man original from migration to precise presently. I need to left the earth, yet the descendants. Hear the voices of the remnant. Rastafari set the remnant free. I roots at the rhythm of profit and degree. Get the money sound so like social money. I know that could have slip back and not notice me. If 6 exist, what is 7 baby? Rest in the goodwill of the Almighty. All week around in the culture journey. The remnant. Voices of the remnant. Voices of the remnant. Hear the voices of the remnant. Of the remnant.
Here and share, we didn't share forward in the audio right there. Just was sticking to the basic, the basic notes. The he'ach is, in one sense of interpretation, though most other translators don't bring it out, but I just share this with the Habarim right here. It's almost like saying the brother. When we look at the Hebrew Aleph, Chet, 2 Hebrew letters, Aleph and Chet. In one form, it's like alas, or whoa, ach. We know that achi, my brother, ach, shali, brother for me, as we have the term for sister, achot, right? So ach, in one sense, can also be interpreted as brother. When we look at the Hebrew letters, they're the same Hebrew letters, so the context is important, but even with the context being important, there's an underlying something there. They say like, almost like pretending to be like brotherly in a sense, but really wishing woe. Another term from the H254 of the Aleph, the Chet, is a fire pot. I didn't find that interesting. A fire pot or a brazier. So it's like saying, whoa, fire, like fire upon the brother, or a hearth as well. So we have also another word, the Aleph Chet, sometimes pronounced as oach, which is a howling animal, they howl, a jackal, a hyena, but literally a howler. So it's kind of interesting right there that, as well as when it says, Jah be magnified. I really should have put that in that audio there, but I share that right here, that in the Hebrew, Yigdal, Yahuwah, within Psalm 70, in the psalm that it was derived from, Psalm XL, Psalm 40, we have Yigdal, we have Yigdal Elohim, actually in Psalm 19, Yigdal Yahuwah, Yigdal, Gadol mean to big up. So as we would say, big up Elohim, big up the true good, the true God. All those that seek I and I good, big up Jah, even Jehovah. Just to share that right there as well, just some build on some interesting similarity, even in the Rhema word, even in the Rhema, the new and the living way of the King of Kings Christ. So here, a midrash, a little midrash for some of the ancient teachings of the ancient sages, reasoning on these psalms, sharing some of their highlights right here. It's a short clip. Stay tuned. Also, some of the first words for this Torah portion, the 48th, Shoftim, judges. Yes, with the judgment theme right here. Mizmor Ayin, Psalm 70, Psalm LXX, Mizmor Ayin, a cry, a shout for help. La Menatzeyach le David, le Hazakir, for the leader. La Menatzeyach, for the chief musician, for the overcomer. Le David, of David, le Hazakir, to make memorial, to bring to remembrance, to make memorial. Elohim, le Hatzelein, Yahuwah, le Ezrati, Chusha, oh Elohim, deliver me, I live I. Elohim, le Hatzeleini, le Hatzeleini, le Hatzeleini, deliver I, oh Elohim. Elohim, le Hatzeleini, Yahuwah, le Ezrati, Chusha, oh Jehovah, to help me, to help I. Yahweh, le Ezrati, Chusha, make haste, Chusha. Yeboshu, we ye chipru, Nebat Shenashi, Yisgu Achor, we Yikalmu, Chafetzei Ra'ati, make them be ashamed and abashed that seek after my soul. Yeboshu we Yachipru, Nebat Shenashi, make them be ashamed. Yeboshu and abashed with Yachipru, that seek after Mebakshe Nafshi, that seek after my soul, my psyche, Mebakshe Nafshi, Yisgu Achora, with Yikalmu, Chefetzei Ra'ati, make them be turned backward, Yisgu Achora, and brought to confusion, with Yikalmu, that delight, those who delight in my hurt. Chefetzei Ra'ati, Yashuvu Al Haikev Ba'Shitam Ha'omrim He'ach, make them be turned back by reason of their shame. Yashuvu Al Haikev Ba'Shitam, that say Ha'omrim, the say is Ha'omrim He'ach, aha, Ha'omrim He'ach, Yasisu with Yisamhu Bika Kola Mibaksheka with Yomrua Hamid Yigdal Elohim Ohebeya Yichwateka, make all those that seek thee, the I, make all they who seek the I rejoice and be glad in the I. Yasisu with Yismechu Bika Kola Mibaksheka, and make such as love thy salvation, say continually, with Yomru Tami, and to say always, with Yomru Tami, Yigdal Elohim, make Elohim be magnified. Ochebe Yeshuateka, the lovers of the I, Yeshua. Ochebe Yeshuateka. وأني أني وأبيون إلهيم خشالي الزرية هو مفعلتي أتا يهوى على تأخر but I am poor and needy وأني أني وأني and I وأني I أني poor with Ebion and needy Elohim Chushali, oh Elohim, make haste for me. Chushali, Elohim, Chushali, oh Elohim, Chushali, make haste to Ezri, Ua Mifalti Ata, thou the I Ata, art my help, I help Ezri, and my deliverer. Ua Mifalti Ata, Ua Alati Achar, O Jehovah, tarry not, yo. Alati Achar, O Jehovah, tarry not. Mizmor Oy. La Menatziach, Le Dawi, Le Hazakir, Elohim, Le Hatzleini, Yahuwah, Le Rati Chusha, Yeboshua, We Yachifurua, Mebakshinashi, Yisbua Achora. With Yikalmua Chifet Ei Raati Yashuvu Al Aikev Bachita Hawamrim Heach Yasisua We Yismechua Beka Kola Mebakasheka We Yomru Tamir Yigdal Elohim O Hebe Yishuateka Wani Oni Webion Elohim Chushali Azariya Umefaltiya Ata Yahuwah Alate Achar
Psalm 70. Make haste, O God, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backward and put to confusion that desire my hurt. Let them be turned back for a reward of their shame, that say, Aha, aha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, Let God be magnified. But I am poor and needy. Make haste unto me, O God. Thou art my help and my deliverer. O Lord, make no tarrying, 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 tarrying,
All right, so let's look at this or hear this and get to know this psalm. Today's daily psalm, Mizmor Oy, Mizmor Oy, Mizmor Oy, Mizmor Oy. All right, so let's look at this or hear this and get to know this psalm. Today's daily psalm, Mizmor Oyin, Mizmor Oyin, Mizmor Oyin. Psalm 70, Psalm LXX from the Midrash, from the ancient study of today's daily psalm. For the leader, a psalm of Dawid to bring to remembrance. Make haste, O Elohim, to deliver I. Make haste to help I. O Yahweh, O Jehovah. First and second verse, Hebraically. La menatziach le Dawid, le hazkir, Elohim le hatzelein, Yahweh le ezrati chusha. The word remembrance, le hazkir, the word remembrance, memorial, remembrance, is to be read in the light of the verse that we have in Zechariah chapter 10, verse 9. And I will sow them among the peoples, and they shall remember me. They shall remember I in far countries, and they shall live with their children and return. From Zechariah chapter 10, verse 9. And in reward for their remembering me, remembering I I shall have them dwell with me with I. So too, Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah said in Jeremiah 51 and 50, go ye, go y'all, stand not still. Remember Yahweh, Jehovah, from afar. Remember the Lord from afar. Why did Hakadosh, the Holy One, the Isla One, Baruch Hu, blessed be He, say, remember me? Why does the Holy One, blessed be He, say, remember me, time and time again? Because whenever you, the I, remember I, my heart yearns for you. As is said, even in Jeremiah 31 and 19, Ephraim, a darling son to me, a darling son to I. For whenever my word is with him, I do earnestly remember him still. Therefore my heart yearneth for him. This from Jeremiah 31 and 19. Also, in the verse in 1 Chronicles 16 and 4, which reads, and he appointed certain of Halloween, the Levites, the Lewawiah, to minister before the ark of Yahweh of Jehovah, to bring to remembrance, lehazikir, to bring to remembrance and to thank. Why were Halloween, the Levites, told to lehazikir, to bring to remembrance? Because it is said, remember his marvelous works that he hath done. Remember his marvelous works in the 12th verse of 1 Chronicles 16 and 12. That is to say, remember his marvelous works that he does for you, for the I always. Did he not do them for the I, for you? Didn't he do it for you? And did he not redeem Yisrael only that they might bring his marvelous works to remembrance? Lehazikir. Hence here, David said, since this is so, I shall bring Ha'el, the true good, the true God, lehazikir, to remembrance, and he will deliver, I live I, as is said, La menat eyach, le David, le hazikir, Elohim, le hatzeleini, Yahweh, le azrati, chusha, for the leader, the chief musician, the overcomer of David, a psalm of David, to bring to remembrance, La menat eyach, le David, le hazikir, make haste, O Elohim, to deliver I, O Elohim, to deliver I, make haste to help I, O Jehovah, Elohim, lehatzeleini, Elohim, lehatzeleini, Yahweh, le'azrati, chusha. To whom may David be likened? To the shepherd, Haroeh, in the story of the king, Hamelech, who had a flock of sheep. When Hamelech, the king, the Melech, the Negus, became vexed with them, he turned out the flock, tore down the shed, and let the shepherd go. After a time, Hamelech, the king, the Negus, even Negus Neges, gathered the sheep and rebuilt the shed. But he did not bring Haroeh, the shepherd, lehazikir, to remembrance. The shepherd, Haroeh, said, behold, the sheep are gathered, the shed is built, and I am not brought lehazikir. Just so, in the previous psalm to today's daily psalm, Psalm 69, David said, Elohim will save Zion and build the cities of Yehuda and build the cities of Judah. In Psalm 69, Hebraically, verse 36. This is as if to say, behold, the shed is built, and also they shall abide there and have it in possession. The seed also of his servants shall inherit it, and they that love his name shall dwell therein. Have this in Psalm 69, verses 36 to 37. This is as if to say, behold, the sheep are gathered. And in this mizmor, David, Ha-Roeh, the shepherd, asked, and shall I not be brought lehazikir, to remembrance? Hence here, in this mizmor, this psalm, le Dawid, le Hazikir of David to bring to remembrance. Woe yo, woe to the ratchet, woe to the ratchet, the Rasha, and the Risha'im, woe to the ratchet, the wicked, who in the Olam Haba, the world to come, will die. They will die out of envy of what they see, seen, and out of anger. For, as it is said in Eob in Job 5:2, for anger killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. Woe yo to the wicked, to the ratchet, who in the Olam Haba will die out of envy of what they see, seen, and out of anger. As Eob Job 5:2 says, for anger killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. They will waste away on account, on account of their envy and anger, as it is said even in today's daily psalm. Yevoshu we yachipru mibakashe nafshi yisgu achor we yikalmu chefetzeya ra'ati yashubu al aikeb bashtam hamri meach. Make them be ashamed. Make them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul, my psyche, that seek after her. Yevoshu, where yachipru amebakshe nafshi. Make them be turned backward. Yisugu achor, and put to confusion. Where yikalmu, that delight in my heart, Chefetzei ra'ati. But I am poor and needy, O Elohim. Make haste to I. Wa'ani onni we'ebyon Elohim chushali. But I, wa'ani, am poor onni we'ebyon and needy. Elohim, make haste to me, to I. Chushali, hurry to me, hurry to I. Chushali. In a previous psalm, even the Mizmor Main, the 40th psalm, Psalm 40 verse 18, Dawid said, but I am poor and needy. May Adonai think of me, think of I. Wa'ani onni we'ebyon Adonai yachshab li. Think of me, Adonai yachshab li. Adonai, think of I. What David was saying, however, in the two verses to Hakadosh Baruch Hu, to the Holy One, blessed be He, was Ribon Shel Olamim, Master of the universe. Think of I in my poverty and in my need, and thou, the I, wilt then make haste to deliver me, for thou, the I, art my help and deliverer. For the I, Ezri u'mefalti ata. For the I, art my help and my deliverer. What is meant by the words Yahweh, tarry not, Yahweh, alati achar, tarry not, Yahweh, alati achar. What is meant by those words? We have it in today's daily psalm, Psalm 70, verse 6, and in Psalm 40, verse 18, Hebraically. These words, they mean that it is for thee, for the I, ata, and none other, for the I, male, to deliver I, whether today or tomorrow. Hence, it reads, thou art my help and my deliverer, Yahweh, Jehovah, tarry not, Azari u'mefalti ata, Yahweh, alati achar. Isaiah said, the prophet said, in Isaiah 50:10, Who is among you that feareth, that reverenceth Adonai, that obeyeth the voice of his servant, that walketh in darkness and hath no light? Let him make him trust in the name of Yahweh, the name of Jehovah, and stay upon Elohayo, upon his Elohim, his true good, his true God. This is as if Ha'el, the true good, the true God, as if Elohim said, who among you was in trouble and called upon me, and called upon I, that I did not answer? Who was in darkness, that I did not give light to? Who? So Nebuchadnezzar, he said in Daniel 3:18, blessed be the Elohim, the true good, the true God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who hath sent Malako, his angel, and delivered his servants that trusted in him. And Darius said, also in Daniel chapter 6, verse 24, Darius said, Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him, because he trusteth in Elohayo, in his Elohim, his true good, his true God. And scripture says in Isaiah 26:4, trust y'all in Yahweh and Jehovah forever, for Yahweh Jehovah is Elohim, the true good, the true God, and everlasting rock. Hence David said, surely this is the divine promise, surely this is the divine promise. I too will trust in thee, I, Ata. Do not put I to shame, 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 to shame.
Psalm 70. Make haste, O God, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backward and put to confusion that desire my hurt. Let them be turned back for a reward of their shame, that say, aha, aha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. And let such as love thy salvation say continually, let God be magnified. But I am poor and needy. Make haste unto me, O God. Thou art my help and my deliverer. O Lord, make no tarrying, 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 tarrying,
מזמור עין למנצח לדוד להזכיר. אלוהים להצילני, אדוני לעזרתי חושה. יבושו ויחפרו מבקשי נפשי, ייסוגו אחור ויקלמו חפצי רעתי. ישובו על עקב בושתם האומרים האח האח. יסיסו וישמחו בך כל מבקשיך, ויאמרו תמיד, יגדל אלוהים אוהבי ישועתך. ואני עני ואביון, אלוהים חושה לי, עזרי ומפלתי אתה. אדוני אל תאחר, 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 תאחר.
መዝሙር 69 በቅንፍ 7 ለመዘምራን አለቃ ለመታሰቢያ የዳዊት መዝሙር። አቤቱ እኔን ለማዳን ተመልከት፣ አቤቱ እኔን ለመርዳት ፍጠን። ነፍሴን የሚሿት ይፈሩ ይጎስቁሉም፣ ክፉንም የሚመክሩብኝ ወደ ኋላቸው ይመለሱ ይፈሩም። እንኳን የሚሉኝ አፍረው ወዲያ ወደ ኋላቸው ይመለሱ። የሚሹ ሁሉ ባንተ ሐሴት ያድርጉ ደስም ይበላቸው። ማዳንህን የሚወዱ ሁሉ ጊዜ እግዚአብሔር ታላቅ ነው ይበሉ። እኔ ችግረኛና ምስኪን ነኝ፣ አቤቱ እርዳኝ፣ ረዳቴ ታዳጌም አንተ ነህ። አቤቱ አትዘግይ፣ ትዘግይ፣ 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 ትዘግይ።
Shabbat Shalom, Chaverim, Rastafari Chaverim, Rastafari Mishpacha, Shabbat Shalom, send a salam, have a beautiful and a restful Shabbat, Bashem Yeshua HaMashiach. Shalom.